How to log in like a top 1% student. Here's a 3-step system that I have used to get myself from an average performing student to a top student with straight A's, leading multiple projects, building my business, and most importantly, spending quality time with my loved ones. Here is the plan, and if you follow it, I can guarantee you that you can do the same too. Starting off with number 1, digital login. We need to understand why we start with digital login. Digital space is such a prevalent space. Everywhere you go, right now you are literally watching on your phone. Everywhere you look around, people are on their phone. The digital environment is the place where you do your work too. So it is crucial that we start there because it's the easiest to change. So I want you to take this down. The first step of this first section is delete applications that is quite useless. For example, you can see my iPad right here. There is really not much on my iPad. Literally just apps. Only like a few apps. On my phone, there's only 4 applications. Why do we do this? So that you can reduce the time spent on other apps, and so that it will prevent you from mindlessly clicking on different apps that don't really serve you. So I want you to just go delete any apps that you want. The next one is to off your notifications. I can't stress how important this is. Your notification is a killer to your productivity. Every one notification that distracts you, are you really respecting yourself and your time and your attention? One notification can distract you for 23 minutes based on research. So please respect yourself and just off your notifications. On notification to calls only or important people in your life. Another one is to unsubscribe. I'm sure you have a lot of social media, you have YouTube or TikTok. Go to your subscriber list and to just find out who you're subscribed to and then unsubscribe from them, because it doesn't bring any value to them if what they are producing isn't beneficial to you to reach your goals. For me, I only have around 6 subscribes people I subscribe to, so I can learn from. They are all my mentors and I only consume their content. And if I ever want to learn something else, I'll have to go search for it rather than watching whatever content that pops up on my feed. Another one is to have a clean laptop or device. Make it as clean as possible. Reduce all the cluttering. Make it so clean to a point the only thing you can do on it is work, so you don't get distracted. Last one is for those who are like very extreme and want to take this lock-in season very seriously. It is social lock-off. Lock-off of every social media platform you have. I can guarantee you that with this, your productivity will 10x. Delete Instagram, delete Facebook, any social media apps. Stop consuming, because consumption will just cause you to act busy and waste your time. Have blockers if possible. I have YouTube blockers so that whenever I go onto YouTube, I don't see any recommendations. I don't see any YouTube shorts, no recommendations, no thumbnails at all. All I see is the content that I subscribe to. I have no Instagram and I only use it when I want to post stuff on it. Okay. Once you settle your digital login, it will make it so easy for you to just sit down and work, because whenever you're on your phone, there's nothing you can do. You can't go on social media, you can't get distracted. You go on your iPad, your laptop, there's nothing for you to get distracted from. So that's why it's so crucial to start with your digital login. So the second section of this video is a physical lock-in. Now you have changed your digital environment, you also have to take into account the physical space that you are in, because this is where you work. You can't have a space where it's for play and work. Doesn't make sense. Your mind won't know the difference. That's why it's so important not to study on the bed, because your bed is for resting, it's not for you to work. Your mind can't differentiate the both. So you need to have a dedicated space to allow you to just work endlessly towards your goals. First step of this section is to have a goal and a plan. Right now you have at least written down one of your goals for this year or this lock-in season. I can say a few for me. Mine is very simple. Get full marks, 70 rank point for the national A-level examination. Get all A's for my H2. Second goal, build a loving, healthy relationship, happy relationship with my partner and family. And the last one, to grow my business. It's just that simple. Once you have your concrete goals that you have set on, write them down, remind yourself of them daily, and then create a plan so you know what to execute on. A plan is just very simple. Write down every single action that needs to be taken for you to achieve it. Once you have your goals and your plan down, you can move on to the next, which is to tell your friends and family that you are going to lock in. Because sometimes if you don't tell them, they will unintentionally disturb you. They would open your door, text you, call you at random timings to get your attention, but you want to lock in. The best way is to tell them upfront. Tell them that, hey, I want to lock in for this period and I won't be texting you much. I appreciate if you understand my situation and help me in this season. And if you tell them that, everything will be amazing. If they are your true friends and family, they'll support you on your journey to achieving your goals. But definitely, the more important thing about this step is that it helps you to hold yourself accountable to you locking in. When you tell your friends, hey, I'm going to lock in, and then the next day you don't, it's a bit weird. So it helps you to stay accountable to what you said you would do. And yes, please keep the most important people in your life close. Your family, your partner. They are very important people. Still do spend time to text them and stuff. Next one is to say no. How I define focus is the amount of things that you say no to. Once you have your 3 goals, everything that comes to your life, you need to have a filter. A filter to say yes or no. If the thing does not help you achieve any of those 3 goals, you say no to it completely. The more you say no to things, the more focused you are. Imagine if someone said no to every single thing but just one goal for 1 whole year. You'll be very likely that he achieves it, right? Another one is to set a time frame for yourself for this goal, because you can't be locked in for your whole life. We need seasons of rest, seasons of play, relaxation, because we are still human. We need the human connection and stuff. So decide on a time frame. For me, I would suggest maybe 90 days. Then after that, 2 weeks of just resting. It's up to you to decide on the time frame. Last one of this section is to draft a routine, a daily routine. I can't emphasize enough how important a routine is. Routine is the one that gets your life in check, keeps you scheduled to what you would do. And if you follow an ideal schedule, you will guaranteed to be achieving your goals. So right now, I want you to write down every single hour of the day. Every single hour. After that, decide what time you'll sleep, what time you'll wake up. That is the first step. For me, I sleep at 11 and I wake up at 6. I do that every single day, to the best of my ability. There's definitely days where I need to sleep in, but this is just an ideal day that we are planning. Another one is plan your time to move, to like just walk, because your body still need movement to actually focus and think straight. It can't be stuck in a room just working for hours without going out or eating too. So plan those times, like those fixed non-negotiable times that you need to do for your biological needs. Plan your commutes, anything. So for me, I've created like a simple routine here for myself that have helped me. So for the last section 3, change your lifestyle. This is the most important step of every single thing I've mentioned. Because when you change your lifestyle, you tend to be more productive, you tend to be happier, you tend to make more progress once you change your lifestyle. You need to fix your lifestyle, because that is the problem, the root cause of why you're not achieving your goals, why you feel stuck and it's an average performing person. What is your lifestyle made of? Your lifestyle is made of habits, small habits. And these habits is what build your day, and your day will build your lifestyle. And that lifestyle will determine the quality of life you live. So habits are so important because they compound over time. I need you to choose your habits wisely. Write down the habits that you do from the moment you wake up to the moment you sleep. So for most people, it will be wake up, you use your phone, you go to YouTube, TikTok. You would subconsciously scroll for 2 hours or something, and then end up consuming useless content. Or another habit could be that you don't move your body enough, that you always like to slouch and lie down and sleep or something. Figure out every single bad habit that you have of sleeping late or anything. Then after that, you inverse it. What would be a good habit that could replace that old habit? Maybe instead of waking up and playing your phone, you could wake up and start by writing your thoughts down. Journaling, that's a good habit. So change all your habits. It takes time. I know it takes time. I've been there. It took me 1-2 years to be able to confidently say that my life is like 80% full of good habits. It takes a lot of time. So just start somewhere and you will slowly improve. Slowly but surely. After that, you need to learn. Keep learning on the activity that you need to do well to achieve your goals. For example, if you say you want to get good grades, what is the one activity that you must do to get the good grades? It is studying. And then after that, using your free time, go out there, find for resources that allows you to study better, to be more focused, to be more disciplined, to help you to study better, more effective study methods, better time management skills to study longer. All this stuff, keep learning on it, build it up, and then slowly but surely you will reach those goals of yours. And the last step for this lifestyle section is figure out how you want to rest. Resting is a very crucial point. You can't rest. Most people get the concept of rest wrong. They tend to go onto their phone to rest, watch Netflix, watch K-drama, just scroll on your phone. But let me ask you, how many times will you actually recharge after using your phone for 2 hours? How good was the rest? I'm sure it probably made you more drained. And that's why we need to change it. We need to learn what is resting, how we can fully recharge ourselves for the next working day. And it's called active resting. Active resting are activities that does not cause a load on your mental capacity. Example, gaming. Gaming, is it taxing to your brain? Yes, it uses brain energy, and that's what we don't want. Activities like reading, journaling, spending quality time with your loved ones, sleeping. These are activities that calms you down. It slows you down and roots you to the present moment to really rest and rejuvenate your mind. You need to find things that energize you rather than drains you. And once you master resting, you can find this sustainable balance where you work hard but you also recover so much. And once you do that, I can assure you, your wildest dreams, all your ambitious goals, they will look like cartoon to the life that you actually achieve. Remember that you are the hero of your story. Create the story of your life. Peace.